So we are on part 2 of the 5-1 lesson on slope. Video number 1, which you should go back and watch if you skipped it, is about using a visual and determining the slope. Remember, slope is how much we have rise and run. How much we rise and how much we run. How'd you go from one point, the lower point, up and over to the next point given? So we saw that on a roof line. You have points that you could use up and over. And we had just regular old lines with 2 points we could count up and over. Now we can see we don't have a visual. That makes these a little bit more spicy, okay? So we're gonna use a formula. Now there's 2 versions of this formula you're welcome to use. Excuse me, I have hiccups. We have the slope formula that's in every book known to man, and then we have the one that I use that actually is in our textbook under a certain section, okay? So here's the formula I'm gonna use, because if you don't have a visual, you're gonna have to use the formula. So again, we want to find the slope of the line through the pair of points. So here's the formula you're gonna write down. M equals y1 minus y2 all over x1 minus x2. Now, the formula that's given in most books is where this is 2, 1, 2, 1. You are absolutely welcome to use that formula. But notice, they're very similar. We both have y's on the top, and we both are using certain numbers consistently. So it doesn't matter 2, 1 as long as you did 2, 1 on the bottom, or you can do 1, 2 as long as you use 1, 2 on the bottom. It's up to you which formula you'd like. The one in my formula, the one in my classroom, I have an entire poster right here, as you can see there to the edge, that uses the traditional formula. And that poster saves up for the tests and quizzes. So it's up to you which one you like, okay? So here we go. This is how I use this formula. First, I always write the formula down. It's just good form for you so that when you're getting the practice in that you need, you're getting that formula down. Now we're gonna go something, take away something, all over something, take away something. Now we have to use this information wisely to tuck it into the right pieces. It's kind of like if you were a valet at a high-end restaurant. You're not going to park certain cars in certain areas. We want specific parking jobs. Here I want car Y1. Here I want car Y2. Here I want car X1, and here I want car X2. You need to, as the valet, park the cars in the right spot, okay? You're like, well, I have 4 pieces, 4 blanks. Oh, shoot, where do they go? Well, every point is labeled an X and a Y. So go ahead and go through with an X and a Y. And now I'm gonna label this one 1, because it's the first point I see. And then I'm gonna label this one 2, because it's the second point I see. And then now I'm gonna drop in the ingredients where they go. That really helps kids to see it best. So Y1 goes here. Let me find Y1. That's 10. I'm gonna drop it in. Y2 goes here. I'm gonna find it. That's 11. X1, negative 4. And X2, negative 12. Let's tackle the top. So we're gonna ignore the bottom. 10, go back 11 on the number line, is negative 1. On the bottom, I have a double negative. Let's change that to a positive. Remember that anytime you have a double negative, you can make it a little happy face, becomes positive. Now we have 12, take away 4, which is 8. Negative 1/8 is your answer. And again, if you'd like to put that negative just right out front, you're welcome to do so, okay? Let's try the next one. We're gonna write down the formula. And again, use the version of the formula you want. The only thing that really, really matters is that the Y's are on the top and X's are downstairs. Cool. So we have XY, XY, you're the first point I see, and you're the second point I see. Now we're gonna put them into the formula. I like the blanks. If you're a kiddo with an IEP, you're a kiddo with a 504 plan, you're a kiddo with processing deficits, you're a kiddo like me with ADHD, it is best that you circle these so that your brain can really see it. Some kids even like to benefit like this. They drop it down so their brain can really see it. Because this is something I would make mistakes on myself. I had to be real, real careful. So just be cautious in this part. It's doable. Now on the top we have 18 take away 18. Ooh, that's interesting. And on the bottom we have negative 12 minus 2 more. That's negative 14. So we have 0 divided by negative 14. 0 on the top is okay. 0 on the bottom, no way. Our answer is 0. Now that was that flat roof example I showed you. It had 0 slope. It was just a flat roof, okay? Let's do 2 more. If you'd like to pause the video right here, that would be a great time to pause and practice the next 2 on your own, okay? Go ahead, pause, give it a try. Welcome back. Okay, so we're gonna write down the formula. We have y1 minus y2 all over x1 minus x2. I like to fill in the blanks. This is really helpful for certain kids. So you have to understand how you're wired as a human. And I'm wired up there, very busy in my brain. It's a very busy brain. Okay, so I have everything to start with. This is my start to ensure my success as a person with attentional issues. So if you're a person with autism, learning disabilities, ADD, ADHD, processing deficits, my son and my husband who are both dyslexic, this is how we should set this up. We shouldn't try to do mental math and do it in our head. There's too much up there already going on. We need to have pencil to paper and show the work, okay? So don't try to skip this. I know some kids, well, what's the easiest way? You mean what's the most efficient way? Which one's gonna give you the right answer? This way. Now, once you get it totally down, do you have to do all this? That's up to you. If you can still be just as accurate, then cool beans, go for it. So we have negative 12 and 5 more negatives. We're at negative 17. 6, go back 10 on the number line, is negative 4. Now, I wouldn't accept that as a final answer because it's not simplified. So anytime we have a double negative, turns it into a positive, and we have 17 fourths. I hope that's what you got. Now, if you didn't, go back, find your mistake. Did you put the numbers in the wrong spot? Did you not do all this work that I showed you when you kind of did mental math? These are going to be on the test. These are going to be on a quiz. So we need to get this practice. Last one. We have our formula. M equals y1 minus y2 all over x1 minus x2. I'm going to label my points to ensure my success. Nice. I'm going to set up my blanks so I have something to drop into, like a slot, to help my brain be its most successful self. So we have negative 6 and 5, and then we have 9 and 9. That's interesting. So negative 6 and 5 more negatives is negative 11. That part's not too bad. 9 take away 9 is 0. 0 on the top is okay. 0 on the bottom, no way. So our answer is going to be no slope. Do you remember what roof line had no slope? Because it wasn't a roof, it was a wall, right? So no slope or undefined if that's your preference. Awesome. I think you are ready to go on your homework. Good luck. Remember, this is 2 parts, so there's a part 1 and a part 2. Have a great day. Bye.